Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for watching. I have a big haul to do. I was going to say a little bit of a haul, but it's actually a pretty big haul to do. I have been out of town a little bit and went to Atlas Stationers while I was in Chicago. And then I've also done some online shopping at Jet Pens and Galen Leather, Etsy, eBay, you name it, I've probably been there. So I just thought I'd come on and show you some of the things that I bought lately. Starting off, this is really the only artsy thing that I have that I bought. This is the Schmincke Cobalt Turquoise watercolor, and you see I put it in the half pan here. I swatched it out on this little piece of watercolor paper. You can see what a pretty color it is. I love Schmincke watercolors. I have a couple sets of them. They're a little bit on the pricey side, but they're very high quality. They're German watercolors. They're great to use. Beautiful, vibrant colors. And this was just a color that I couldn't resist, so I had to buy that. Rest of the things in my haul are pretty much stationery related, which I've kind of been my focus these last couple months here. I've gotten back into using my traveler's notebooks. I have two. I have a regular size one and then a pocket size one. I'm using them for doing my ink swatching, documenting what inks are in my pens, putting down ideas for videos and things on my shopping list, things like that. I may do a traveler's notebook video sometime soon. I'm still thinking about it and thinking about how to do it. So watch for that. But so one of the things that I got was this Traveler's Company traveler's notebook brass clip. This is just to hold your book open when you're working in it, which I definitely need when I'm swatching inks. I need to keep the book held open so that the inks can dry. And this is a really nice heavy duty clip. It's pretty strong there, made of brass. And yeah, I'm looking forward to using this when I'm filming. It also has this hole in the back. It says that you could just hang this up on the wall and maybe hang papers from it or something if that's what you wanted to do. I'm just going to use it for my traveler's notebooks though. And then as if that wasn't enough, I also saw this one, which is from Esterbrook, and it's got the fountain pen icon on it, so I felt like I needed that. This just has these two prongs in the back that you use to slide inside your book, and it holds the book open. So got those two to use with my my traveler's notebooks. Oh, and this is a rose gold finish, and this one's brass. The next thing I bought on eBay, and it's going to be kind of confusing why I have this, but I'll explain it in a second. So I got this Rolodex, and it was brand new in the box, still has all the original address cards in it and little tabs for the different letters of the alphabet, but I'm not really planning to use it for my addresses and stuff. What I did was I got this Colodex rotary card system, and these are cards that high quality paper cards that you can use to swatch your fountain pen inks on. And so I thought that would be a really nice system to use for tracking my fountain pen inks and, you know, pretty much making sure that I'm not buying the same colors over and over and over again. There's 100 cards in this pack, which I think should last, I'm hoping it'll last me a little bit, but the way I've been going lately, God only knows how long it'll last me. And then I bought this tab accessory pack, which is just a bunch of little, like little file folders to separate out the cards. And so what I'm planning to do is I'll just make little categories for each of the colors, like blue, black, green, yellow, red, you know, purple, pink, whatever, and separate them out that way instead of, I thought about doing them by manufacturer, but that really doesn't help me to keep from buying the same thing over and over again. And that's really the purpose for me to swatch out my inks, is to see what I have and know what I don't need. So got that little system to go work on. Next, let's look at some notebooks. So I was on Jet Pens and found this notebook. It's a Kanso Noto notebook. Hope I'm saying that right. Notebook. It's Tomoe River paper 52 GSM, which I prefer over the 68 GSM. I really like the thinner paper. It's A5 size, dot grid, and 320 pages. It lays flat, which I really like, and is stitch binding. I have an obsession with Tomoe River paper, and I know there's some issues with the company going out of business and transferring their, if you want to call it their recipe or whatever, to another company, and new Tomoe River paper being made, which is in the future now going to be called Sanzen, and whether it's going to be as good as the old Tomoe River paper. And there's just a lot of controversy and unknowns about it. So I've kind of been buying up a lot of these Tomoe River paper notebooks, just hoping to get a stash of the old papers so that I have it in case I don't like the Sanzen as much. But the reviews that I've read have been okay. They seem to like it, so we'll see how it's going. But in the meantime, I've got these notebooks to fall back on. Now, one of the other things that I bought from Jet Pens was this pack of loose leaf paper. This is the Cosmo Air Snow paper. They also have a Cosmo Air Light, which I should have looked up to see what the difference is between the two, and I didn't. But this is also a paper that is designed for use with fountain pens. I'd like to compare it to the Tomoe River paper. It's a little bit thicker than what I'm used to. This is 75 GSM versus the 52 in the Tomoe River paper. It's A5 size, blank, and there's 100 sheets in this pack. So just to try it out a little bit, let me just grab a sheet from here. So this is the Cosmo Air Snow. .75 GSM. So it doesn't feel as smooth as Tomoe River paper. Doesn't really ghost that much. There's a little bit of ghosting, but it's really not bad. And so now I got it on my little mat there. Let's try some watercolor on it and see how it does with that. Yeah, it kind of just lays on top of there. It doesn't react the same. Well, it shouldn't be expected to react the same as Tomoe River paper because it's not Tomoe River paper. But I'll set this aside and come back to it and just see what I think about it later after the ink is dried and the watercolor has dried. But anyways, that's just something that I thought I'd pick up and give a try, just to see how I liked it. Okay, next, I bought a Hobonichi plain workbook. I don't have the regular Hobonichi. I just use a 7 Seas Crossfield for my daily journal, and excuse me. But I did want to get a plain one for, whatever purposes. Again, I'm buying up all the different variations of Tomoe River paper notebooks. This is not the Sanzen paper. That will be in next year's, the 2024 Hobonichi stock. This is A5, 288 pages. Grid pattern. I think it's a 3mm grid. Not really sure. But what I thought was interesting that I didn't know when I bought it was that the pages are color-coded. So they start out, every 72 pages, it changes into a different color. So we've got blue, red, green, and purple grid in here, which I thought was kind of interesting. Don't know what purpose that'll serve for me. I don't think it'll matter what color grid I'm using, but I thought that was kind of interesting. And it's got the same stitch binding, and it lays flat when you're using it, which is really nice. Next, I was at Atlas Stationers and bought this Ferris wheel press, the Nothing Left notebook. This is 176 pages, acid-free, dot grid paper. You can see the dot grid there, and then it's got the little legend up at the top for the date and the day of the week. This is the Traveler's Notebook, regular size notebook, so I guess that you could put it into a Traveler's Notebook. It is kind of thick for putting into a Traveler's Notebook, but I guess if you didn't have too many other inserts in there while you did it, you could do that. You know, it's an option. The cover is vegan leather. The color is called Racing Green. And it's a self-healing leather. It's actually very, very soft and kind of squishy. It's scratch resistant and cruelty free. And it's got these little notches in here for the band to go around. Next, I bought this 2023 plain monthly calendar off of Etsy from this company, Paper Penguin Company. I wanted a way to track my appointments and birthdays and things like that on paper, in addition to doing it in my phone or on my computer or something like that. I like being able to look at a month at a time and see what's going on, especially with as much traveling as I've been doing. This is regular size Traveler's Notebook insert, has a Sunday start, and then they do have some extra pages in the back, and these are a dot grid, which is kind of nice. You could take notes and things like that, or keep track of birthdays, you know, keep your list. Oh, look at that. That's really cute. Paper Penguin Company. So there's that. Next is some blotting paper. This is for when you use fountain pens, and before the ink dries like this, you just lay the paper over the top of the page, and it blots up the excess ink. It quickly dries, and I typically use it after writing in my 5-year Hobonichi journal. You can also cut this in quarters to use in the blotter tool, which is just a little curved surface with a handle on it that you can also use to blot fountain pen ink with. This is 5 inches by 7 3/4. Something else that I picked up was this Traveler's Notebook charm. Happiness is not a destination. I got this from Galen Leather. I thought that was really cool. It's just a brass charm that goes on the little elastic band. This is my regular Traveler's Notebook. This is a Chic Sparrow cover, and this is where I keep my currently inked pen records and my ink swatches for now. Let's see, do we need that for anything else? I don't think we do. Oh, yeah, we do. Let me keep that out. Okay, let's talk about some leather products that I bought. This is an A6 leather folio. I bought this off of Etsy. I don't remember the name of the seller, but I can get it if I need to. This holds my 5-year Hobonichi, and you can see it there. If you don't know what a 5-year Hobonichi is, it's just got 5 slots for writing just a little bit about each day. And then when you're finished with it, you've got 5 years worth of memories. So this one starts in 2022 and goes to 2026. On the inside, it's got credit card slots and then a pocket here. And then you could also use this as a pocket. It also has this, you could use this as a pocket back here, and a pen loop. It is undyed leather, which I absolutely love. It's my favorite color of leather, or non-color, I guess you could say. And again, I bought it off of Etsy. Back to this, I bought a Traveler's Notebook leather wallet. Now, I don't really care for the color of this, but I do like the function of it. This is, these are my 2 daughters. That's a fairly old picture. They'd probably be mad if they knew that you could see them on here. Anyways, it's got 3 slots for fountain pens or any kind of pen or pencil. And this would protect the top of your pen or pencil as you want to. And then in the back, it's got a little zippered pouch that you can put things in. It's not very deep, but, you know, it's in a regular size Traveler's Notebook. So There's not a whole lot of room there, but you could put some money in there or some credit cards or something like that if you wanted to. So yeah, I thought that was kind of nice. Wish it was a little different color, but I looked all over and I just couldn't find anything that wasn't an arm and a leg that would fit in my traveler's notebook. So there's that. Okay, let's talk about some Galen leather products. This is their Slip and Zip zippered pen pouch. It's got their Galen Leather company logo on the front of it. This is also undyed leather, which I love. Just very, very soft, supple leather. Just a very high quality product. And so you unzip it, and inside is a insert with 4 pen slots that hold your pen loops, that hold your pen, and like you can see, it's removable, so that's kind of nice. And then you can also carry other things in here. I've just got a small notebook in there. You could put scissors in here, little pieces of ephemera or something like that. And so that's this could be thrown in a backpack or something like that, and you can take some of your journaling supplies with you or something like that. This next item, I have to apologize first. It did not arrive to me this way. I will explain about that here in a second. This is the zipper notebook folio from Galen Leather. It's an A5 size. Inside, it has this another one of these pen inserts with the 4 slots for the fountain pens, or any kind of pen or pencil, and that actually fits in here. It has a pocket here, 4 credit card slots, a big pocket here, 2 more pen loops, and then here you can put like an iPhone cord or a charger plug or some earphones or something like that in there. On the back, there's also another pocket, and then there's a removable keychain. Now, the ink stain. Oh, what did I do there? Well, let's just set that to the side. Not worry about that right now. The ink stain, I was filling one of my fountain pens the other day and managed to get just a little tiny drop of ink on there. And so I went online and found this product, Amedex, that is advertised to remove ink and stains from leather. So you can see what happened. You put a little bit on there and you leave it on there for a little bit, and you use a toothbrush or a soft paper towel or something like that and scrub it a little bit, and the ink miraculously comes off, except when it's me. You can see what happened. It just made the splotch bigger and the leather darker, and it didn't work at all. I contacted Amazon, which they refunded me for the Amedex, and they said there was nothing else they could do. I contacted Galen Leather. They suggested not using Amedex on it, which was a little bit too late. They tell you to use it on an inconspicuous surface, but I guess I should have done something like that. But I don't know where that would have been, because the only surfaces with the leather showing are showing. Maybe I should have done it maybe in here on the inside somewhere, or maybe on the pen pouch. Anyways, live and learn. So I guess as it gets older and it patinas, maybe that'll blend in with the rest of the book. But I absolutely love this book. I love the leather. I love the color of the leather. And I plan to keep my my blank Hobonichi in here. And then, as you saw, some of my fountain pens in here. Moving on, let's talk about writing instruments. So purely on impulse, I bought this Blackwing pencil extender. Why I felt I needed this, I don't know. But I have this Blackwing pencil that is very, very short and can't really be used the way it is. So what you do is you just take the eraser out of here, and this is a machined aluminum body with a rubber end, and the rubber end just fits in that eraser slot, and then you have extended the life of your pencil. That's about it for that. It replaces the eraser, aluminum, rubber tip and all that kind of stuff. Again, it was just purely an impulse buy. I saw it and said, oh, I need that. And well, I really didn't need it. Anyways, next thing is this Cavaco Sport Clutch Pencil. This is a 3.2 millimeter lead 5B lead that's in here, comes with it. And it's the clutch refers to, you just push down on this little thing here. It opens these little jaws here, and your lead extends, and then you close it wherever you want the lead to be, and that's how you use it. I typically use my pencils for sketching. Sometimes I don't feel like using my watercolors or pens or anything like that in my daily journal. Sometimes I just want a pencil sketch. So I thought this might be a nice little addition to have. It's just a plastic body with the Cavaco logo on it. And yeah, I just thought it'd be nice to have for sketching. Excuse me. This is automatic pen number 4. So this is used for calligraphy, but I plan to use it for ink swatching. I've seen some YouTubers use it where they're able to dip this into their bottle of ink and, you know, swatch out the ink on a piece of paper, and it leaves a nice wide swatch of ink on there. This is 5/16 wide on here, so that's a pretty nice size for an ink swatch. Handmade in England, and a non-rusting tip. I'm not going to test it out for you because I haven't gotten the hang of it yet, and it doesn't work right for me yet. So once I get, maybe when I do my ink swatching videos, that's the next one I'm going to do, I'll have figured it out, and you can see how it works in that one. Next is this Moonman N6 fountain pen. This is actually another thing that I saw a lot of YouTubers using when they swatch out their inks, and it has this lid, which I think is very nice, and then it comes with a glass nib on it, which is removable, and you can also put this Fude nib on it, and the Fude nib has just a slight bend in the end of it. I don't know if you can see that, if that'll focus on that, in the bend of it, but it creates like a brush-like kind of fine line on your drawing. I will probably just use the glass nib part of it, and again for swatching out my fountain pen inks and just writing down, you know, the name of the ink and the company and all that kind of stuff. It does also come with a converter. It doesn't work with the glass nib, but if you put the Fude nib in there, then you can fill it with ink and use it like a regular fountain pen. And this is an acrylic barrel, and the color is called Marigold Swirl. Next, I bought a Cavaco Calligraphy Set. This, I saw this online and decided that I wanted to get back into calligraphy. I haven't done calligraphy in quite a while, but especially with the holidays coming up, I think I'd like to go ahead and brush off my calligraphy skills, and, you know, for addressing Christmas cards and things like that. So this is a nice little set that comes in this gift box, if I can get it open. So it comes with this Cavaco Skyline Sport fountain pen in mint is the color. It comes with an italic nib already installed on it, and 3 other italic nibs. These are sizes 1.1, 1.5, 1.9, and 2.3 millimeters. It also comes with these protective caps for the nib units, and 2 boxes of black ink cartridges. Haven't played with it much, but I do want to get into it and play with it, and like I said, brush off my calligraphy skills, and hopefully you know, use that for when the holidays come around. Next was a gift from a friend of mine. This is a Muji aluminum fountain pen. It's a fine tip. Let's see, do I have a piece of, what did I do with that piece of paper that I had? Oh, I lost it. Anyways, it's a fine tip fountain pen. I've got gray ink in it. It's it comes with an ink cartridge, but she also sent me a converter. So I've got the converter and like I said, the gray ink in it. It's great for sketching and outlining. I often use a black platinum carbon desk pen for outlining when I'm drawing in my daily journal. And sometimes I just don't want that stark of an image, and so this is a much softer image with the gray ink in it, and it draws very similarly to the platinum carbon pen, so it's a really nice option for me. Next, I bought a Cavaco All Sport in Vibrant Violet. I keep wanting to say Violent Vibrant. Anyways, it's been a long day. And I just want to go on record as saying this is the second time I've filmed this video, and you can see there's still remnants of ink on my hands from an incident that happened when I was filming the other video. I'm hoping that this one will be a take. Anyways, this is Vibrant Violet in the Cavaco's All Sport. This is my first Cavaco pen, except for the calligraphy pen, which I bought about the same time. It has a gold-plated steel nib, comes with a gold-plated steel nib, but I actually swapped it out for a premium nib in medium. It includes an ink cartridge, and I also bought a converter. The converters are really small. They do not hold a lot of ink, but I was pleasantly surprised at how much writing I was able to get done using the converter. So, like I said, I swapped it out for a premium nib because I had tried it without the premium nib in Paper Seahorse in Tampa and decided I liked the premium nib a lot better. So I went ahead and I ordered that. And so that comes separately. That's what came in this box, and this is the nib that comes with the unit, with the pen. It also does not come with the clip, so I ordered the clip separately. This is a brass, a clip, and it's called the Sport Deluxe clip in gold, and you just slide it on there. So that's that. Very nice. I do like the Cavaco pen. I like how it writes and everything. Not real happy about the ink capacity, and also I have to post the pen because it's so short, and I don't typically post my pens, so I'm not sure that I'll buy more in the future, but I do like this one. Next is this Narwhal fountain pen. This is the Key West Islamorada. It is sand colored. It comes in this box with a little pen case that comes with it. It is sand colored body and cap with gold accents. This is just a beautiful pen, and it actually was on the let me think what they call it. It wasn't final sale. It was like a clearance section on Atlas Stationers. Oh, Last Chance, that's what they called it, the Last Chance area. And they sent out an email, and they had 40% off their Last Chance items. So I was able to get this at a great price. And I think it was the last one they had because it only came in fine, which I don't usually buy. But I wanted to go ahead and give it a try, and I did really want this pen. So I got it in the fine. I used it last night while I was doing my daily journaling, and it was great. I really enjoyed writing with it. So that's... it comes with the converter, and yeah, that's it for that. And then I was on Galen Leather again, and I bought this. They did a collaboration with Narwhal, and this is what they call their Narwhal X Galen Rose Gold Demonstrator Pen. This is just a beautiful pen, especially if you're into demonstrators, which I think is just a very pretty pen. It's got the rose gold accents on it. Translucent acrylic body. Has a number 6 steel nib, which is gold plated. Now, the interesting thing about the Narwhal nibs is that they are all manufactured in-house. So they aren't, they aren't bought from another company or anything like that. Narwhal makes all their own nibs. It's a piston fill. This particular version comes with a leather pen pouch, which you don't get to pick the color, but you know, the green's okay. And this again is from Galen leather. And finally, well, finally for Narwhal, I bought another one. I was at Atlas Stationers in Chicago for my second visit there this last trip, and I wanted to look at the Narwhal pens that they had, and they had this one, which I saw and I immediately fell in love with it. This is called the Schuylkill in Asper Bronze. Each one of them is a little bit different because, you know, the resin gives you, you know, a slightly different look with how much of each color they use. And luckily for me, this one has more of the blue and the green in it than the yellow, because yellow isn't really my favorite color. I got this in a medium nib. They say that the name symbolizes Philadelphia because that's where it was launched. So I guess that's where the promotion for this pen began. Again, this is the Narwhal nib that they made in-house in medium. While I was there at Atlas Stationers, I was having Ralph look at another pen that I had, which I'll talk about in a minute. And when I decided to buy this, he also looked at this and tuned up the nib just a little bit for me so that it has a really nice free-flowing experience for me, and I really appreciate that. I do want to just shout out to the folks there at Atlas Stationers. I've been there 3 times now during my different visits to Chicago, and they are just some of the friendliest, most courteous people, very knowledgeable, very helpful. I originally went back there because I had bought a Esterbrook Maui from them and felt like the nib wasn't as smooth as I thought it should be. And they said, sure, come on in and we'll look at it. And I met with Alvin there, and he looked at it and smoothed it out a little bit, and now it just writes perfectly. It's just so great. And then I had the a same discussion with them about another pen that I'll go into in a second, that they told me to come bring it in and they'll look at it, and they fixed it up for me and everything was fine. So I really just can't say enough good things about Atlas Stationers. Just a great store. They have an online store as well, atlasstationers.com. So, you know, go online, give them a look, and if you're in the Chicago area, stop by and see them. Okay, so my last purchase at Atlas Stationers and my last item for this video is this pen here. And I actually was given a gift certificate from my dear friend Joanne Sharp to Atlas Stationers. And so I went, you know, looking for something to buy. I had seen this pen on a YouTube video that Alvin had done he does this set of videos on Tuesdays called Tuesdays with Alvin, and they upload them to YouTube after they're over with. And I had seen him discuss this pen. This is one of the most gorgeous pens I've seen in a long time, and I wasn't familiar with it, but I asked to see it when I went into the store, and luckily they still had it. So this is the Monteverde Invincia in abalone with gunmetal trim. This is a limited edition. I actually have number 88 of 299, which I think is really cool. And Alvin said that 88 is a lucky number, so I'm excited about that. It has a steel nib. I believe it's the same Yovo nib as what's on the Esterbrook Esty. This was another one that was tuned by Ralph. So I had called and talked to Alvin about this pen after I bought it and a couple of days later after I used it, because it was writing very wet, and I felt like maybe I needed to swap it out for a fine nib instead of a medium. And excuse me, he told me to bring it on in. And I brought it in, and Ralph was there, and I guess he's their nibmeister. So he looked at it, and he told me that it was actually a very wet nib, but also the ink I was using was a very wet ink. And so he suggested a different type of ink to use. But then he spent about 20 minutes working with the nib, and got it adjusted just right so that I did not have to swap out the nib for a fine one. I just was able to keep this same pen, which I think was just great. Again, just great customer service from them at Atlas Stationers. And I think it's just a beautiful pen. It's very heavy. Not so heavy that, you know, your hand gets tired when you're writing with it, but it just has a nice weight to it, a nice feel to it. And just writes beautifully. I really enjoy writing with it. So there you go. That's what I've been up to lately, all the things that I bought that I didn't know that I needed. I do have a lot of ink purchases that I've made that I'm not going to go over in this video. This video is already long enough. So that'll probably be my next video that I do, is an ink swatch video. I also, I have to do a journal flip through for July through September in my daily journal. And I am going out of town this weekend, going up to Connecticut and to New York City. I am sure I will be doing some shopping while I'm there, so I'll probably have another haul video to do after I get back from there. Anyways, that's about it for me. I want to thank you all for watching. Please hit the like button and give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Please leave me any comments that you have, any questions that you have. And also, if you're not a subscriber, I'd love it if you'd subscribe. I'm trying to get to 500 subscribers, and then I'm planning to have a giveaway for my subscribers. What that will be is yet to be determined, but, you know, I'm doing enough shopping that I'm sure that I could come up with some great stuff for a giveaway. Anyways, that's it for now. See you in the next video, and again, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.